Greetings, everyone. This is the Hipster Snek, joined again by my good friend Ditaku.
Yes, we are going to Water Tower, or aka the only good of the 4 towers that we are going to in terms of Battle Network cards.
Heh.
Did you ever notice that in the anime? Like, they always are like, ah yes, we're going to attack you, Mega Man! Water Tower! It's like, you are literally just, you are like, scary man. Why are you using Water Tower? Why aren't you using, like, scary attack or something like that?
Whoops. You know, he could use Scary Attack, but then he wouldn't be currently using Water Tower.
He wouldn't be using the Acme twins, Acme triplets.
Yeah. Alright, that was super annoying. Yeah, one of the downsides of the GBA is you have the naturally restricted maximum resolution limits. The screen was not that big. For all you babies out there who don't know.
And Boktai actually has really huge sprites. If you think these are kind of small, they're not actually. As game sprites go, Django and his friends are actually on the larger end.
Yeah, no, they are.
You'd have to go to like
that much real estate to work with, you know.
You'd have to go to fighting games to get guys that are bigger.
Oh yeah, no. Here's a fun fact for you. I don't know if you know this or not, but there was a Guilty Gear game released on the GBA.
I do know this, and you want to know how I know this?
How do you know this?
That was the first Guilty Gear game I ever played.
I'm so sorry.
Actually, I thought it was pretty good. I'll tell you, I was actually really good with Dizzy and with Milia Rage.
Nice.
And it's because of that game that I actually got Guilty Gear Midnight Carnival, which is the one that you and I played on the Xbox.
That's a pretty nice. It's a pretty nice.
It is pretty nice. It's also the reason why Noodle mains Axel Low.
Oh, really?
We need to get him a better computer so he can actually play Strive.
Then, you know, if the 3 of us gang up on Clockwork, one of us will eventually come out victorious.
For just $6 an hour, you too can help a poor Poogum actually get a computer that will be able to play a game from, like, 6 years ago.
You too can help a poor Poogum in need, who can currently only play Solitaire.
And we can finally bully... we can finally throw Clockwork down the flight of stairs.
As he rightfully deserves.
I actually have been looking at, like, okay, how do I actually beat Happy Chaos? Because holy cow. And I think part of the reason, I just realized, he actually has advantage against people who are jumping. So my entire thing of, I'm going to attack you head on, is like, no, I should not just immediately leap at him. I should just do a ground in order to cover the distance. And they're like, yeah, the big thing with him is, like, he's actually really weak in terms of defense. I'm like, yeah, but that requires me to hit him, though. That's the thing.
Gotta get close enough to hit him in order to put that to its fullest extent. Giving a guy a gun in a fighting game tends to cause issues.
Playing the sniper doesn't seem to have a problem with that, though.
That's because that game was also super jank, so, like, any character could become super jank.
I mean, also, Fang's bullets didn't go terribly far. They kind of went, like, 3 feet and then kind of stopped. Yeah, it was annoying, but it wasn't like Happy Chaos, where he literally could snipe you with his hand.
Instructions unclear. Stuck in icebox.
I'm glad that he's out here, and we're in there, and we're out here, and he's the sheriff, and we're out here, and he's in there.
You know, I had an old man Snek moment this past week. And
Oh,
I mentioned this to you, and I want to share it with all our dear viewers, all 7 of them. And it's at a work meeting, and one of my coworkers tried to assist the person leading the actual meeting, and she was like, "Oh well, you have to click the floppy disk icon." And the dude leading the meeting is like, "What's a floppy disk?" And we're like, "Oh God, you're a baby. You're a littlest, tiniest little babu. You don't know what things are because you are just the littlest, tiniest imaginable babu."
That's just the save icon. I don't know what that thing is.
I'll go for the chests. Why not?
Yes, dumb child. That's actually that is a 3.5-inch floppy disk. That's not even the original 3.5-inch floppy disk, because the actual original floppy disk was actually floppy. That is not actually floppy, and honestly, you didn't really want to touch that because it would don't do like Ditaku, where you accidentally touch the actual disk a bit of it, and you erase all of your 3 pages of report that you've done, and then you have to explain to your 4th grade teacher how you may have broken your floppy disk. What? Break the floppy disk?
You did what? Urgh! Yeah, the actual disk, the actual disk part of a floppy disk is not the part you're actually visibly seeing. That's contained inside. It's a little spinning disk platter. And,
Yes. And
magnetic.
I figured this out. I figured this out because I touched it. And I'm like, what's this? Well, that was a mistake. One of many that I'll have done.
Itaku just frowned thoughtfully and was just,
I mean, I'm not trying to, like, sugarcoat it. I mean, it was a mistake. And I had to completely redo that report. It wasn't a fun time. But,
Let's see. We need to get over there, and we have a block to do it. Let's find out together, class. You know, there's some undead engineer just laughing his head off. Cause he's like, did you guys see that we had to, like, make this room full of ice? And it's just absolutely the worst thing ever. Oh. And the Solar Boy is gonna get stuck in here, and we're gonna point and make fun of him.
I have to admit that these ice block puzzles are probably my least favorite part of the entire series.
Yeah, it's not great, and they don't ever go away. It's not like the basic arithmetic puzzles, where those eventually stop showing up.
There is one in Boktai 2, that actually made me so mad that I actually, out of all the puzzles in Boktai 2, and there's a lot of them, I actually had to go onto GameFAQs in order to get a map to figure out what I was supposed to do, because it just stumped me. I want to say it was in the Undead Zone.
The Undead Zone's a pain. That is somewhat by design. It's supposed to be the challenge dungeon.
But, yeah, so it's like, yeah, aren't you supposed to, like, you're supposed to melt one of them?
Correct.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah, the only puzzle in Boktai 2 in particular that just infuriated me, it's a style of puzzle I don't like in the first place. It's like, oh, there are 4 people here, and one of them is more honest than the other, but the
Oh
other
yes,
is more
that
honest than the other. And I'm like, just get out of here. That is such a
that was in
bad
the
puzzle. The desert.
that was in the yeah that was in the pyramid. That was actually right before you fight Red Ringo.
Yep.
I remember that because that was actually the bit right before you get Black Django.
Correct.
And let me tell you, I disliked Black Django for many reasons. I mean, the Cheyenne Wind Warrior, but you know.
And the fact that the game is very, very against him in that state. What? You want to
Yeah,
use your vampire powers? Well, it sure does suck that being outside kills you. Well, what? You'll just cover up the solar sensor? Well, it starts to rain, and that kills you anyway.
you know, and the funny thing is you know how they pivot with this? And they go, okay, guys, we understand that you really wanted to use Black Django. And, you know, okay, so it's all right. Wolf form actually is really good. And using your darkness power does not actually eat energy the way it did before. What's the twist? Well, if you use it more than a few times, you're locked into the bad ending.
I was like, yeah, it's a morality meter, inexplicably.
What? Why would you do that? Lol, Lamau.
Lol, Lamau, XD. That's the
No,
one
seriously.
that's the form that lets you heal. Yes, we know. So it's like objectively better.
That's the form that actually allows you to basically just clown on a good number of the immortals. Like I've actually seen True Form Nidhogger, the little obnoxious little boy, immortal. Basically, they get to that bit with him. They immediately turn to Black Django and just like eat him, and then it's like, you win. I'm like, wow. And you're never going to be able to use it again, because if you do, you're locked into the bad ending. So if you use it against Hurlvesker or Ratatoskr, you're basically just... You might as well
You're putting
just
yourself out of the best ending. Yes, because Boktai 3's ending hinges on two factors, neither of which the game actually gets around to explaining to you. So it's actually quite obnoxious.
Now, in this, you know, to resolve this, actually, the way that Lunar Knights did it is, honestly, I would say the best in terms of all of them, but man, then you have to go along with, you know, Lunar Knights' actual story. And
you know, mechanically, from a gameplay perspective, Lunar Knights is very, very good.
No, I agree.
It's just the story was written by someone, probably an unpaid intern who genuinely did not care about their job.
Honestly, I think the entire idea of the vampires winning and them having like human farms and having like giant like opulent cities devoted entirely to them is actually really fascinating. And I like the entire idea of having like aliens and everything because, well, I think that gothic fantasy, you know, science fiction is cool as heck.
Yep.
I'm one of those weirdos that actually likes Warhammer. Like old school Warhammer 40k before it became like, oh man guys, did you hear about the Destructinator? What's a Destructinator? It's a thing that kills people's soul. And the secret Primarch that you've never heard about used it in order to fight against Glandarf, the ever bad. And it was like totally rad and awesome. So, yeah.
Okay. Running into one of those situations or being able to see more of the map would be hugely helpful.
No. You need to see the fact that Django is wearing, you know, cargo shorts. That's very important. This is very important to the vision of the solar boy to know that he is wearing cargo shorts and long sleeves.
Something about the early aughts and young boy protagonists who wear long sleeves with shorts.
He and Len Hikari shop at the same store.
They must.
Oh no. Did you melt the thing that you were supposed to have? Oh no!
No, because the
You're
room
supposed-
reset. I don't think so.
Oh, I was about to say, it's like, ah, man, if you actually have to, like, get a whatchamacallit, I'm gonna be a little bit mad. Or, alternatively, I guess if you need to, like, drag that guy and bring him all the way over.
No, that's impossible from this side. If we go down that slippery slope again, we dead end. The risk rate, I'll kill so many Boks, I'll level up my flame lens anyway. We have a couple doors open now that we didn't have before, so that's the good news. That one's just stuck. It's not going anywhere.
Well, you see, I decided to make a little game move. I am, in fact, a pioneer. Hon, baguette.
Ah, so suddenly he's French.
I have decided to make a le Ubisoft hon baguette. Don't you ever wonder why it is called Metal Gear Assassin's Creed?
It's never been called that.
Oh, you did not see it in the original Japanese.
A hybrid of French and Japanese, I assume.
Oh, yes. Oui.
Ah.
It is. Alongside the, the escargot sushi.
Ugh. That's just horrifying. There are things that mankind was not meant to tamper with.
Meanwhile, Snek's like, ah, sweet. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension, like escargot sushi.
I'm so glad to have now considered that that might be a thing, and someone out there right now is going, that sounds delicious. I should make me some escargot sushi. And now this culinary atrocity has been unleashed on the earth. Oh my god, was it that simple? Is this actually going to work?
What did you do?
When you come around to this wall, oh my god, it was that simple. The wall is close enough to where the Bok spawns to provoke him. Oh my god, that's stupid. We got Kojima'd. We got Kojima'd, everyone. We literally, I'm gonna cut it out, but we spent like 25 minutes trying to put our heads around a puzzle, thinking completely that we had missed some obvious set piece. But no, it really was just Kojima game design.
Okay, but please don't cut out, escargot sushi. That was pretty funny.
Okay, you know what? I'll make a highlight reel, blooper reel kind of dealy.
Yeah, you are going to cut out my favorite part of escargot sushi. And me making the new Assassin's Creed game where I have a bunch of very flamboyant people murdering each other in time. It's like Time Bandits, except that there are a lot of very, very fabulous mutants like the Village People, but with Time Bandits. Hon. I can't believe I have not made this game before. Hon. Probably because Time Bandits did not actually involve, Burt Russell. I'm honestly surprised that there never was a thing, Kojima game or, a Big Trouble in Little China.
Much of the dude seems to just leech off the Western films industry for his inspiration.
Actually, what's funny? I saw Big Trouble in Little China for the first time a couple of days ago, and let me tell you, I have never had a more oh moment then watching that movie and then going, this is literally what Mortal Kombat was probably based on.
Yeah, right.
There's literally a guy named Thunder and Lightning, and there's I want to say a Fire and Ice guy too, and it's like, gee, I can't imagine who these guys are.
Hint.
I don't get it.
There's a loser switch. Push it. Why would you need the loser switch? We have the Fool card. That's literally why that exists.
Well, I guess we can officially say this. We can be games journalists now.
That's true. Not the... Yeah, you know what? I don't care anymore. Sorry, Kojima has out-Kojima'd me, and I don't care anymore. My tolerance for the water dungeon is sinking rapidly. Everything in here is just... the water tower in particular comes off as insufferably smug. Like, you can't figure out this block puzzle? Oh, how pathetic, how plebeian. It's like, dude, get bent. Doggo! Yeah, those two puzzles weren't here. We'd have been here in like 15, 20 minutes. That's how dumb this tower is. Alright, idiot. Let's rock. Ow. Yeah, I better stop and have a snack. Where is it? He exploded. That was kind of weird. Sorry, I have to eat 15 apples to restore my health. Sorry for the inconvenience. Oh, there he is. Okay.
What movie is this? I love you, man. I love you too, but seriously, what's the movie called? I love you, man. I love you too, bro.
Every other gag nowadays is basically just reinventing, you know, who's on first. Is this a solar wind gimmick? Why are you healing? Why did that do no damage? Why does this tower suck so much? Do I have to hit you until you stop cloaking? Is that the idea? Like, it's way faster, but there's no skylights here, so the block is the only solution. Stop doing that! Alright, apparently I missed. Oh, get bent! That's head straight for your stupid face. Stop healing! Oh my god, that's so cheap. Don't you guys just love bosses with stupid gimmicks that can just heal themselves because they just can?
Ow! Ow, ow, ow!
Stop. There's no skylight here. I can't restore my energy unless I use a grenade. My god, this is done. Oh, you can hide behind the... Oh, get bent. Stupid dog. Don't actually have that many solar nuts, surprisingly.
You haven't gone to see Lita.
That's true. We kind of just started ignoring her once we got past the solar tree.
I wonder if... OMG! Django hates me! I don't even know who you are.
Sorry, Lita. It's not you, it's you. Really, the more I think about it, it's definitely you. Oh, that is so dumb! Why does this fight suck so hard? This is actually really fun when I'm actually able to recharge my gun and fight like a normal person. The self... Like, I could be patient and wait, but, like, if you do that, he starts just regenerating for no reason. Like, this is dumb. They took a really cool, really engaging boss battle and made it terrible. I can do something to help with that. Where's... There's no part about this isn't stupid. Just so that we're all on the same page here.
No, I agree. I mean, but you know what they say.
What do they say?
There's one person who would disagree with you.
Kojima? French Kojima?
French director, game developer, Hideo Kojima.
Oh, that is your point. Oh.
He says, Boreatos. Don't you know? The healing Lake Doggo is very, very important to my Lake Vision. The only thing lame is my main character in Death Stranding. He was a baby. He was actually 80 years old. It's very important for my anti-war message about a baby who's very old, in fact.
I was born at a very old age.
French Kojima has not actually played Death Stranding. He just heard about it from regular Kojima.
Ah, okay. Fast thoughts flow past. It was then that I sacrificed the four.
I learned that I was actually... It was then that I realized I was born and I was very old.
Right up to destroy them, the way out energy of the sun. Everything went just as planned. Bush Count never realized he was being used. That's cool.
Foolish Count never realized he was being used, and my girlfriend... Well, she knew that she was being used, but she was into it.
She was like, yeah, that's my thing. And I was like, weird, but acceptable.
Use me harder, Daddy. I'm like, oh.
I'm like 13 or something. Please no.
It's already apparently a thing. We have established this.
The world does not need escargot sushi. I'm just saying.
Much like it doesn't need a French game developer.
French game developer Hideo Kojima, yes.
You know what needs to happen? Libertarian Jordan Peterson needs to seal him away once and for all.
Obviously.
I'm gonna stop you, French Hideo Kojima. We can't allow you to go any further, eh?
Clean up your room. Stop making excuses for your problems.
I am a stealth protagonist. I will sneak away from you, Libertarian Jordan Peterson.
Oh, that's a great solution to your problems, eh, bucko? You're gonna sneak away from them all. That's brilliant. That's like you need to sneak into the belly of the whale and rescue your estranged father.
You know, this entire thing is like a section of a space station, right?
Correct.
So you literally, so what would you like fall onto one end and just land at the bottom of the tower?
Well, that depends
Or
on
you
if...
actually gonna that, or are you gonna fall out of it, fall and then fall out of the tower? Like literally, it's just they have like sections of the tower that just lead into space.
Well, there's two possibilities. If the tower is big enough that it generates its own gravity well, and thus I'm able to walk around normally under the tower gravity relative to the tower, then me falling will just be me going into the black expanse of space and dying a horrible death. Now, if it doesn't, and it's just in low enough orbit that the Earth's gravity is what's keeping me on the ground, if I fall, then that would mean that instead, I would just fall into Earth's atmosphere and burn up like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, so then in Boktai 2, it proceeds that Django the Solar Boy is going to be there and he's going to have amnesia.
Yeah, he's gonna have an amnesia plotline that the game never resolves until 20 years later.
And now for The Sun is in Your Hand, Generations.
Where past Django has to team up with modern Django, and, Savada gets his own side story.
And Lita's like, I'll finally be able to have Django fall in love with me. And he's like, I don't even know who you are.
Gotta go fast! Around the same time, we'll have Boktai, The Sun is in Your Hand, the movie.
Oh no, it's Hollywood, it's movie Django.
Movie Django and, the noble warrior Cheyenne will be played by Idris Elba.
No. Noble Warrior Cheyenne will be played by Ryan Gosling. And you know how he'll be able to do his bending his tomahawk attack is because he literally can see around both sides of the pillars using his eyes.
Oh man.
This is a joke about how his eyes seem to be going in two directions.
Does that mean if Django dodges left and right very rapidly, does he become invisible?
I guess.
A light for stone eyes. As I recall, this is just more energy deflection puzzle. Hey. Hey. Hey.
All you do, French Kojima, is just do a deflection.
Shoot me. Now our cockatrice is stoned. Kids, please talk to your cockatrices about proper drug use.
Da. Can you actually use the Earth one in order to activate the statues?
That's a good question. Let's find out. No. But now we know. In fact, just as a matter of... No.
Hang nabbit.
Anytime you guys want to start being... Why did that do so much damage? I just bumped into him.
Pardon me. K.O.
Finally. That's one.
You guys are freaking not smart, oh.
I just have to get him to shoot from down here. This one... There's not many good angles for this. Hey, idiot, where'd you go? Come on, idiot. This way. Ugh. Exhausting.
Maybe you need to, relax and play some, how you say, Zone of the Enders. On.
You're like one of the few people who remember you even made that game. French game developer Hideo Kojima.
What about the police notes?
Like, no one
Or,
remembers that.
or what about the, how you say, the snatchers?
Do you
On the
remember you made that?
I remember, but I don't know if the original Kojima remembers. Yes, too, how you say, busy with Death Stranding 2, and, My Little, Shadow the Hedgehog,
Oh, good.
game extravaganza.
Alright, let's get the other one then. Come on, idiot. Come on. Sometime today. Okay, that's one. Wait, did he hit the... Oh, good. By pure accident, he hit the other one, too. Good job, idiot. Oh, good. By complete accident, he hit all three for me. Now I'm going to kill you, because you've just irritated me.
How many did you need to...
4.
How many do we...
There was only 4. Wait, no. I don't know that for a fact. Let's size up the situation real quick. Because this hint... Yeah, this is light for stone eyes. It didn't actually give a number. So killing him may have been a little preemptive, but let's find out.
No, I have to ask. Le Professeur, what is my favorite of your... What is your favorite of my games?
All of Kojima's games, huh? Yeah, that would probably boil down to Boktai 2.
Oh, I think that's the last one.
Yep.
Right there.
Hey, idiot. Come get some. Despite this part of the game, Kojima still expects you to finish this without being caught. Yay, so there was 5.
How are you gonna be able to do that? Because it requires the cockatrice's stone gaze. That's...
Yeah. To get the very best ranking in the game, you have to be found less than, I want to say, 30 times. And they expect you to just New Game Plus it until you have the resources and max lenses and all the gun parts in order to facilitate this. Something's happening. I'm not even here to do anything about it.
Banana.
I have a banana. Oh, the statue now. There's male statues that just fire randomly. Man, things are, being a body block for me. Now, get out of here.
Oh my.
He gave her the
Sure.
eyes. You have to be careful with the eyes. The eyes are an emergency tactic. You only bust out the eyes when you have no other options left to play.
The problem is, Django's eyes are always active.
That's true. He has
Hey.
the land Hikari problem where basically any woman who sees him zeroes in and goes, "So, what you doing?" And Jingo's just like, "Not you."
Uh, uh, uh. How you doing?
Just being innocent and unviolated Shota.
And we cannot, how you say, have that. On.
No, of course not. Let's go to the same place, so I'll just take the more immediate path.
I'm gonna really, really think it's funny if, like, the next day after this, people are gonna be, Kojima's gonna get on Reddit and be like, "Why does everyone think I'm French?"
That imply that he speaks a word of English after all these years, and he does not. So... Are we going deeper into space, or deeper into the tower, or is both, inexplicably?
You're asking me?
I'm not really sure what's happening. The background seems to imply that we're further up into the stratosphere. But I don't know how to make of that. If we're going up the tower...
This seems to imply that, oh no.
Excuse you?
Are we gonna have to do, like, a trick shot?
Not really. Because I wasn't sure why I wasn't hitting it for some reason. But yeah, the gun does have a frustratingly short range for, a gun.
This does seem to imply that, maybe that's the reason why the other vampire hunters got taken out.
Incompetence.
That and their gun just isn't particularly good.
I better not use Cloud, actually. I run the risk of accidentally breaking them if I do that. So we'll stick with Solar for right now. Wait, where's my target? Oh. Excuse you. Oh, they want me to shoot from here. Dumb.
Phew.
And the water tower, you have to solve sliding ice block puzzles. In the cloud tower, you shoot a thing so that you hit another thing. The undead does not distribute resources evenly among their workers.
Guys, I got nothing. No, it's okay. Well, we saw him, have difficulty with a block puzzle for like 3 hours. This is going to like completely just, tax his mental faculties.
Oh,
You'll probably kill him.
So, there's a quirk in this one, and I actually remember this one. So, you know how it looks like it says 652? It doesn't.
Yes.
It does not, actually. You're actually supposed to read the puzzle upside down. Because it's actually 8259. Yes, that's how this puzzle is supposed to be solved. And all we have to do is make a true statement. Because the first hint you get is there's more than one way to look at things. And if you keep going to that hint, it will eventually just tell you it's upside down. Because all the all the numerics they use here can be read as a different number if read the other way around. So that is how we're supposed to approach this. So, our options are just subtraction, addition, division, and equals. So we just have to make a statement out of this that's true. Let's see. 8 divided 2 would be 4, plus 5 would be 9. There we go. So we are going to just divide first. This, dumb children, is called order of operations, and it's very important.
I was gonna make a joke about, like your mom's in order of operations, but that's still too intelligent.
Yeah. Still shooting too high there.
Yes, much like me, I feel your pain.
Ta-da!
I, French gaming developer, Hideo Kojima.
Damn it.
Oh, look, you have some more of the how you say, the citrus.
What's the dealio?
Oh. Oh, you literally had to do a trick shot.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, there's a solar bank. I'm good. What's over here? Item. I'll take free items.
Enjoy more citrus.
Oh. You saw nothing. Hey guys, check it out. Cheeto finger.
Hey guys. What's up?
Nice shot, stupid. Now do it again. No, stupid. Why do cockatrices do so much melee damage? Doesn't make them scary, it's just kind of dumb and annoying. Fire! Ugh. If I had to guess, at the end of every playthrough of Boktai 1, you are given a password that you can enter on a Konami site, which may or may not exist anymore. At this point, I'm imagining it's gone. When I did my review of it, like, God, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, it was still active, but that's been a minute. ... And in my first playthrough of Boktai, and every time I play the game fresh for the first time, I always get Bishop. Like, without fail, I get Bishop. No, I mean, please, take your time. I would hate for you to be inconvenienced by having to actually do something.
And I keep shooting balls at them, and then the balls keep coming back to me. I don't understand.
There, that should help speed things along. Hey, idiot, hit me.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, her tail is actually a weak point too.
Yep. Bang, bang, bang. Ow. Okay, I shouldn't be so, lackadaisical about it, but even still... Oh no, the bullet is very slowly coming at me. Whatever shall I do?
Ow!
Oh, my face! I hit myself! Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Ow, my face! This is my voice now.
Just need 7 deadly schmucks Meliodas. Just do like, that's your voice!
Yes, this is what happens when you stole my precious soul.
In the interest of fairness, you are an immortal. It's debatable as whether you had that to begin with.
Oh, that's so mean. Why you gotta be like that?
Because the theology of this world is not expounded upon much, so it's really up for speculation. It's not gonna hit anything. Oh man. Oh man, whatever shall I do?
Ow, my butt!
I know several of you guys at home are like, Snek, what's the deal? You are, in fact, a Snek. like, she's a big snake lady. Shouldn't that be, like, your thing? And, you know, on the whole, I wouldn't say you're wrong. But at the same time, it's also just, like, I mean, Mamias are great. I'm not saying they're not, but she looks like she's, what, 15, 16? And immortals are just weird freaks of nature to begin with, so...
I mean, she also has snakes for hair. That's, like, weird.
Yeah.
It's like having, oh, here's Bill, and then there's, Bill is also, my girlfriend's hair. That's a little bit weird, because then I'm looking at Bill.
That's
William,
that's Theodore, that's Alvin, it's Fred. The entire
I didn't realize we had all the... I was about to say, we have all the chipmunks here now?
We have all the chipmunks, yes. It's also a dumb joke, because I made a Bill and Ted joke in there too, so... A little joke.
Yes. We occasionally make those, except for our hard-hitting journalism about, French gaming developer, Hideo Kojima.
I'm just gonna kill you now. Ow. You had the same idea. Look at that. Great minds and all that. Alright, your Cloud Affinity. That's literally doing nothing. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me fix that for you, princess. Don't run!
I'll tell you something funny.
Oh, she's just immune to the gun now. That's interesting.
The very first conquistador that ever saw a rattlesnake,
yeah,
he called it a snake with a bell on its tail.
That actually just kind of makes sense. I get it. I see where he's coming from.
It was at that moment that Carmilla knew that she messed up.
Especially when her entire head just falls off. Like, wow, that's
Yeah.
Don't
you
lose your head there. Maybe you should pull yourself back together.
Oh, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen and cosmic starfish wizards, this is not the last we see of Carmilla.
Weirdly enough, no.
She is with us for the rest of the series.
And then she shows up in an even weirder incarnation in Lunar Nights. Hey, are you into girls who literally have no personality? No. Too bad. Here I am.
Aw, man! Aw, man!
Alright. Make a small adjustment to my gear here.
Meanwhile,
the towers.
Who was your waifu in Lunar Nights, anyway?
Probably Alice.
Yeah, I'd probably say Alice too.